Mayday, Mayday, this is New Eden Colony. We are under attack. Our defensive grid is failing. To any Earth forces, we need immediate assistance. The facility. We must protect the facility at all costs. The quantum encrypted distress signal pierced through subspace, its desperate plea echoing across the vast emptiness of space. In the command center of the quantum warship Sentinel, Captain Olivia Winston's neural implants automatically filtered and enhanced the degraded transmission. Signal analysis complete, announced Communications Officer Ravi Mehta, his fingers dancing across the holographic interface. Origin confirmed New Eden Colony Proxima Centauri system. Timestamp indicates transmission was sent 6 hours ago. Olivia's augmented vision zoomed in on the tactical display, where New Eden's location pulsed an angry red. The colony was humanity's most distant outpost, established 5 years ago as both a scientific research station and military stronghold. More importantly, it housed something that only a handful of people in the galaxy knew about. Multiple quantum signatures detected near the colony, reported Lieutenant Jennifer Park from her tactical station. Configuration unknown, nothing matching known human or alien vessels in our database. Olivia's mind raced. After 15 years commanding Earth's most advanced warship, she'd learned to trust her instincts. And right now, those instincts were screaming that this was more than a simple colony under attack. Captain, a deep voice resonated through the command center as First Officer Marcus Chen approached. High Command just sent through an encrypted priority message. Classification level Omega. Olivia's neural implants processed the message, her eyes widening as the full implications became clear. Sound General Quarters, all hands to battle stations. Plot a quantum jump to New Eden maximum combat speed. As klaxons blared throughout the ship, Olivia turned to her crew. What I'm about to tell you is classified beyond top secret. New Eden isn't just a colony, it's the testing ground for Project Titan. A hushed silence fell over the bridge. Project Titan was a whispered legend among Earth's military humanity's ultimate weapon against the growing threats from deep space. A revolutionary fusion of quantum technology and human consciousness, housed within a war machine that defied conventional understanding. The colony's distress signal wasn't just a call for help, Olivia continued. It was a warning. If whatever's attacking them gets hold of the Titan facility, Earth itself could be at risk. Quantum drive spooling up, announced Chief Engineer Toshi Yamamoto through the ship's comm. But Captain, pushing the drives this hard. We'll be running on emergency power by the time we arrive. Better to arrive with depleted power cells than too late, Olivia replied. Execute jump sequence. The Sentinel shuddered as reality warped around it. Through the quantum viewport, space itself seemed to fold, stars stretching into impossible lines of light. The ship's AI calculated their arrival time at just under 4 hours that could mean the difference between humanity's survival or extinction. Olivia retreated to her ready room, reviewing everything known about Project Titan. The classified files spoke of breakthrough neural interface technology, experimental quantum weaponry, and unprecedented advances in human-machine integration. But it was the project's true purpose that sent chills down her spine, creating a guardian powerful enough to stand against threats that could wipe out humanity. Captain, Jennifer's voice cut through her thoughts. Emergency quantum signature detected. New Eden's automated defense satellites are going dark one by one. Olivia rushed back to the bridge. The tactical display showed a terrifying sight, massive unknown vessels systematically destroying the colony's outer defenses. Their energy signatures were like nothing she'd ever seen, suggesting technology far beyond human understanding. Time to arrival, she demanded. 3 hours, 17 minutes, Marcus reported grimly. Push it harder, divert power from life support if you have to, we need to. Her words were cut off by another transmission, this one even more desperate than the last. To any responding vessels, they've breached the outer perimeter. Colony defenses at 12%, the facility. They're trying to reach the facility. Authorization code Titan Omega 7, initiating protocol Lazarus. God help us all. The transmission ended in static, but its meaning was clear. Protocol Lazarus, the emergency activation sequence for Project Titan. New Eden's defenders were making their last stand. New quantum signatures detected, Jennifer announced. Energy readings are off the charts, whatever they just activated down there. The tactical display exploded with new data as something massive powered up within the colony. Emergency broadcasts began flooding in, painting a picture of chaos and devastation. But beneath it all, Olivia could sense something else, a growing power that made her neural implants tingle with anticipation. All hands, this is the captain, she broadcast shipwide. What we're about to face may be beyond anything in human experience, but somewhere in that colony, humanity's greatest achievement is awakening, and we're going to make damn sure it has a chance to fight. The Sentinel surged forward through quantum space, racing against time. Humanity had sent its ultimate guardian to protect its furthest colony. Now that guardian was sending out an SOS, and Olivia Winston intended to answer it with everything her ship and crew could give. Only one question remained: would they arrive in time to make a difference? Or would they find only ashes where humanity's hope once stood? The next 3 hours would decide not just the fate of New Eden, but possibly the future of the human race itself. The Sentinel burst out of quantum space amid chaos. New Eden Colony, once a jewel of human engineering, now lay partially in ruins. Massive alien vessels, their biomechanical forms defying conventional physics, swarmed around the colony's remaining defensive platforms. "Status report," Captain Olivia Winston commanded, her neural implants processing the battlefield data in real time. "Colony shields at 8%, Lieutenant Jennifer Park reported from Tactical. "Multiple breaches in sectors 3 through 7, internal defenses still holding around the central facility, but they're being overwhelmed." Through the quantum viewport, Olivia watched alien energy weapons tear through another defense platform. The colony's automatic systems were fighting back, but their conventional weapons seemed to barely scratch the invaders' living armor. "Major energy signature detected below the colony's surface," Ravi announced from communications. It's unlike anything in our database, Captain. The quantum readings are off the scale." A new transmission cut through the chaos, this one on a heavily encrypted channel. "This is Dr. Hikaru Tanaka, Project Titan lead scientist. Authentication code, Titan Delta 9. Any responding Earth vessels, we need immediate support. The facility must be protected until activation sequence is complete." "Dr. Tanaka, this is Captain Winston of the Sentinel," Olivia responded. "We're reading massive energy fluctuations from your position. What's your status?" "Captain, thank God," Tanaka's voice crackled with static. "We've initiated emergency protocols, but the neural interface system wasn't meant to be activated this rapidly. We need time, and we need a pilot." First Officer Marcus Chen stepped forward. "Captain, look at these readings. Whatever they're powering up down there, it's drawing more energy than a small star." Olivia made her decision. "Dr. Tanaka will buy you the time you need. Sentinel will engage the hostile fleet. What do you mean you need a pilot?" "Project Titan isn't just a weapon, Captain," Tanaka explained. "It's a fusion of quantum technology and human consciousness. The system requires a neural-compatible pilot with exceptional synchronization potential. We lost our primary candidate in the initial attack." "Engineering to bridge," Chief Yamamoto's voice cut in. "Captain, I'm detecting quantum resonance patterns from the facility. They're synchronized with your neural frequency." Olivia's artificial heart skipped a beat. Her enhanced neural architecture, a result of experimental surgery after a near-fatal injury years ago, had always made her different. Now she understood why High Command had specifically assigned her to this mission. "Tactical target the nearest hostile vessel," she ordered. "Full quantum battery discharge. Engineering, prepare for emergency transport on my mark." She turned to Marcus. "You have the bridge, First Officer. Keep them busy." "Captain," Marcus protested, "the neural strain of an untested system is better than watching humanity's last hope die here," she finished. "Execute combat pattern Delta, draw them away from the facility." The Sentinel's quantum weapons blazed to life, lancing out at the alien fleet. The response was immediate. Several of the massive bioships turned to engage this new threat, their living weapons morphing into new configurations. "Transport coordinates received," Yamamoto reported. "Ready on your mark, Captain." Olivia took one last look at her bridge crew. "Give them hell, people. Transport now." Reality dissolved in a quantum haze, reforming in a vast underground chamber that hummed with power. Dr. Hikaru Tanaka, a small woman with cybernetic augmentations visible along her temples, rushed forward to meet her. "Captain Winston, your timing is impeccable," Tanaka said, leading her through security checkpoints. "The Titan system is nearly ready, but without a pilot." "Tell me what I need to do," Olivia interrupted, following the scientist into what looked like a preparation room. "The neural interface will attempt to merge your consciousness with Titan's quantum core," Tanaka explained, helping Olivia into a specialized suit covered in circuitry. "The strain will be significant. Many candidates couldn't handle the neural load. Above them, they could feel the impacts of battle. The facility's foundations shook as alien weapons tried to breach their way down to the secret they protected." "How long for the interface process?" Olivia asked, wincing as neural connectors were attached to her implants. Normally, days of careful integration, Tanaka replied. Right now, we have minutes. The emergency protocols will accelerate the process, but the risk. Another explosion rocked the facility. Through her neural implants, Olivia could sense the aliens getting closer, their strange biosignatures burning at the edge of her consciousness. Status of the Titan system, she demanded. Tanaka led her into the main chamber, and Olivia's breath caught in her throat. There, in a massive launch bay, stood humanity's answer to the alien threat. Titan was beautiful in its terrible majesty, a towering humanoid form of advanced alloys and quantum technology, its armor gleaming with barely contained power. Quantum core at 89% and rising, Tanaka reported, helping Olivia into the neural interface cradle. Captain, you need to understand this connection, if it holds, will be permanent. Your consciousness will never be fully human again. Olivia smiled grimly as the neural interfaces connected to her implants. Doctor, humanity stopped being fully human the moment we realized what was waiting for us out there. Begin the sequence. The first neural connection bloomed in her mind like an explosion of light. Olivia gasped as her consciousness expanded, touching systems and awareness far beyond human comprehension. Titan was awakening, and she was becoming something more than she had ever been. Warning klaxons shattered the moment. Multiple breaches detected. Tanaka's voice seemed distant now. They're launching boarding units toward the facility. Olivia barely heard her. Through Titan's sensors, she could feel the approaching enemy ships, their biomechanical signatures burning like dark stars against the void. With a thought, massive weapon systems hummed to life. Armor plates shifted and locked as emergency bulkheads sealed throughout the facility. Neural sync at 92% and holding, Tanaka announced. Captain, the emergence. Begin launch sequence, Olivia commanded, her voice overlaid with harmonics from Titan's communication systems. It's time to show them why they should fear humanity's answer to their challenge. As the facility's massive doors began to open, Olivia felt Titan's full power flow through her transformed consciousness. The aliens had forced humanity to send an SOS. Now, rising from the depths of New Eden Colony, humanity's ultimate guardian was about to respond. And heaven help anything that stood in its way. Reality shifted as Titan emerged from the launch facility, its massive form rising through clouds of debris and weapon fire. Inside the neural interface chamber, Olivia Winston experienced the world through senses far beyond human comprehension. Every quantum fluctuation, every energy signature, every possible future played out in her enhanced consciousness like streams of living data. Neural sync holding at 94%, Dr. Tanaka's voice echoed through quantum channels. Captain, how are you handling the interface? Olivia couldn't answer in conventional words. Her thoughts manifested as complex quantum algorithms, controlling Titan systems with instinctive precision. Through the war machine's enhanced sensors, she watched the alien fleet reacting to their emergence, their biomechanical ships shifting like liquid metal into attack formations. Sentinel to Titan actual, Marcus Chen's voice cut through the quantum noise. We're reading multiple hostile contacts converging on your position. The colony's remaining defenses are offline. Titan's weapon systems came online, quantum energy coursing through circuits that blurred the line between technology and consciousness. Olivia felt each system as if it were part of her own body, because now it was. Neural spike detected, Tanaka warned. Captain, your synaptic patterns are evolving rapidly. The merger is accelerating beyond predicted parameters. The first alien attack came as a wave of bioplasma designed to melt through conventional shields. But Titan was anything but conventional. Quantum barriers flickered into existence, redirecting the energy through higher dimensional space. Olivia didn't just activate these defenses, she understood them on a fundamental level, her consciousness expanding to encompass concepts that would have broken a normal human mind. They're adapting, she transmitted, her thoughts translated into words by Titan's communication array. Their bioships are reconfiguring to match our quantum signature. The largest alien vessel, a massive construct that resembled a living cathedral of bone and metal, moved into attack position. Its weapon ports morphed into new configurations, learning from each failed attempt to breach Titan's defenses. Captain, Tanaka's voice held growing concern. Your neural patterns are becoming increasingly quantum entangled with Titan's core, if the integration goes too far. But Olivia was already moving, Titan's massive form dancing through space with impossible grace. Each motion was guided by calculations that processed faster than human thought, augmented by technology that pushed the boundaries of physics itself. The Sentinel provided covering fire, its quantum batteries depleting as it engaged the smaller alien ships. Through her expanded awareness, Olivia could feel her former crew fighting with everything they had, buying her time to master Titan's full capabilities. Multiple boarding units detected, Marcus reported. They're launching some kind of biomechanical assault pods. Olivia watched through Titan's sensors as hundreds of pod-like structures ejected from the alien ships, each containing what looked like twisted mergers of organic and mechanical components. They were learning, adapting, trying to match Titan's level of human-machine integration. They don't understand, she transmitted more to herself than her allies. This isn't just technology, this is evolution. Titan's close combat systems activated, quantum-edged blades extending from its forearms. As the first wave of boarding units approached, Olivia let her expanded consciousness flow through the combat algorithms. The neural interface translated her military training and instincts into movements that defied normal spacetime. Remarkable, Tanaka whispered, monitoring the integration. The quantum resonance between human consciousness and machine intelligence. It's creating something entirely new. The battle became a dance of impossible physics. Titan's blades carved through alien bioarmor while its quantum weapons disrupted the very fabric of space around the enemy ships. But with each passing moment, the aliens adapted, their living vessels evolving new defenses and weapons. Neural sync at 97%, Tanaka reported. Captain, your consciousness is approaching a quantum state. The biological components of your brain are being rewritten at the quantum level. Pain lanced through Olivia's transformed mind as she pushed Titan's systems beyond their tested limits. The massive alien flagship launched what looked like tendrils of living metal, attempting to establish its own version of a neural link. They're trying to hack the quantum interface, she realized, to understand how we've achieved this level of integration. Warning signals flared across Titan's neural network as the alien tendrils made contact. Olivia felt foreign consciousness pressing against her quantum-enhanced mind, ancient, alien, and hungry for understanding. Captain, your neural patterns are destabilizing. Tanaka's voice was urgent now. The alien contact is accelerating the transformation. You need to disengage. But Olivia knew they couldn't retreat. The alien fleet was still trying to reach the colony to access the secrets of Project Titan. Through the neural link, she could sense their purpose, not just conquest, but evolution. They sought what humanity had achieved, the perfect fusion of consciousness and machine. Dr. Tanaka, she transmitted, her thoughts becoming increasingly abstract as the transformation continued, initiate Protocol Omega, full quantum integration. Captain, no, that protocol was theoretical, the human mind wasn't meant to. Neither was it meant to reach the stars, Olivia interrupted. But we did it anyway, execute the protocol, now. As Tanaka initiated the sequence, Titan's quantum core pulsed with new power. Olivia felt her consciousness expand beyond all human limits, touching realms of existence that defied description. The pain was extraordinary, but so was the evolution taking place within her transformed mind. The alien tendrils recoiled as they encountered something they couldn't comprehend, a human consciousness transcending its original form, becoming one with quantum machinery in ways their biomechanical evolution couldn't match. Neural sync at 99%, Tanaka announced, her voice filled with awe and fear. Captain, you're rewriting the very laws of what's possible. Through her transcendent awareness, Olivia smiled. The aliens had forced humanity to send an SOS. That desperate call had awakened something they couldn't have anticipated, not just a weapon, but the next step in human evolution. All units, she transmitted, her thoughts manifesting as pure quantum energy, prepare for full engagement. Show them what humanity's answer looks like. Titan's form began to glow with impossible power as the final stage of transformation began. The real battle was about to start, and its outcome would determine not just the fate of New Eden Colony, but the future of human evolution itself. Time had lost all meaning in Olivia's quantum-enhanced consciousness. Hours could have been seconds, or decades could have passed since her merger with Titan. The transformation had changed more than just her mind, it had altered her fundamental understanding of existence itself. Quantum core temperature critical, Dr. Tanaka's voice pierced through the layers of enhanced awareness. Captain, your neural patterns are becoming increasingly nonlinear. We're detecting widespread changes in your brain's quantum structure. Through Titan's sensors, Olivia observed the aftermath of their first major engagement. The alien flagship had retreated, its biomechanical form bearing scars from weapons that transcended conventional physics. But the victory had come at a cost. Status report, she transmitted, her thoughts manifesting as complex patterns of quantum energy rather than words. New Eden's outer districts are secure, Marcus responded from the Sentinel. But we're detecting massive quantum distortions in nearby space. The alien fleet, they're calling for reinforcements. Olivia processed this information through her expanded consciousness. Titan's systems showed her probability matrices spanning countless possible futures. In most of them, humanity faced extinction. But there were threads of hope paths where the impossible became possible. Dr. Tanaka, she called, I need to understand what's happening to me. The scientist's holographic form materialized in Titan's neural interface chamber. The quantum integration is proceeding faster than we ever anticipated. Your consciousness is evolving, becoming something that exists partially in quantum space itself. But Captain, Tanaka hesitated, the human brain wasn't designed to maintain this state. We're detecting increasing neural degradation. As if to emphasize the point, pain lanced through Olivia's transformed mind. Images flickered through her awareness, memories of her human life blending with quantum calculations and theoretical physics that no human mind should comprehend. How long, she asked, already knowing the answer. At current progression, less than 48 hours before critical neural failure. Captain, we need to consider deactivating the neural link. A new alarm cut through their conversation. Lieutenant Park's voice came through urgent and clear. Multiple quantum ruptures detected. The reinforcements are arriving. Through Titan's enhanced senses, Olivia watched as space itself tore open. The alien fleet that emerged dwarfed the first wave. Massive hive ships, each one large enough to swallow New Eden colony whole, moved into attack formation. But it was their flagship that made even her quantum-enhanced mind recoil. That's impossible, Tanaka whispered, the energy readings. The new alien command ship was unlike anything they'd encountered. It had evolved, adapted, learning from their previous battle. Its biomechanical form now pulsed with quantum energy that mimicked Titan's own signatures. They're trying to replicate what we've achieved, Olivia realized. The merger of consciousness and machine, but they're doing it wrong, forcing it. The alien ship's attempts at quantum evolution had created something monstrous. Reality itself warped around its form, spacetime buckling under the strain of its unnatural existence. Captain, Marcus called from the Sentinel, were detecting similar quantum signatures approaching other colonies. This wasn't just an attack on New Eden, it's a full-scale invasion. Olivia processed the tactical data through Titan's systems. The aliens were launching simultaneous attacks across human space, targeting any facility that might hold secrets similar to Project Titan. They weren't just seeking to destroy humanity, they wanted to steal their evolution. Dr. Tanaka, she transmitted, what happens if we push the neural integration beyond current limits? Captain, no, the strain would be catastrophic. Your consciousness would evolve further, Olivia finished. Beyond the limitations of human form, isn't that what Project Titan was really about, not just creating a weapon but forcing the next step in human evolution? Warning signals flared across Titan's neural network as the alien flagship moved into attack position. Its weapons were changing, adapting, trying to match and exceed their quantum capabilities. The very fabric of spacetime groaned under the strain of their unnatural evolution. The neural degradation is accelerating, Tanaka reported urgently. Captain, if we don't begin shutdown procedures. We don't have time, Olivia interrupted. They're attacking everywhere at once. Humanity sent its SOS and we answered with Titan, but now we need to take the next step, show them what true evolution looks like. Through her quantum-enhanced senses, she could feel Tanaka's fear and understanding. The scientist had always known this might be necessary, had designed Project Titan with this possibility in mind. Initiating Protocol Ascension, Tanaka announced, her voice heavy with the weight of what was to come. Captain, Olivia, I'm sorry. As the protocol activated, Olivia felt her consciousness expand even further. The pain was beyond description as her mind touched realms of existence that no human was meant to comprehend. But with the pain came understanding and power. All units, she transmitted, her thoughts now pure quantum energy, fall back to secondary positions. What comes next? What I'm becoming? It's beyond anything we've planned for. Titan's form began to change, its quantum structure responding to her evolving consciousness. They had answered humanity's desperate call with a guardian. Now that guardian was becoming something more, something that could match the aliens' twisted evolution with true transcendence. The price would be her humanity. But as Olivia felt her consciousness merge completely with quantum space itself, she knew it was worth it. Because in the battle to come, humanity needed more than just a guardian. They needed a god. The alien flagship launched its first attack, reality-warping weapons designed to unmake anything they touched. But Olivia wasn't quite anything anymore. And as Titan's transformed systems came fully online, she prepared to show them exactly what that meant. The true test of humanity's answer to the alien threat was about to begin, and its outcome would determine not just who survived, but what evolution itself meant in a universe of infinite possibilities. The space around New Eden Colony had become a quantum nightmare. Reality itself buckled and twisted as Titan, now transformed beyond its original design, faced the evolved alien flagship. Olivia Winston's consciousness, no longer bound by human limitations, existed in a state between dimensions. Neural patterns have exceeded all known parameters. Dr. Tanaka's voice seemed to come from a distant universe. Captain, Olivia, your quantum signature is becoming indistinguishable from Titan's core itself. Through senses that defied description, Olivia observed the alien fleet. Their biomechanical ships writhed in space, desperately trying to adapt to what she had become. The flagship pulsed with stolen quantum energy, its forced evolution creating ripples in the fabric of space-time. They don't understand, she transmitted, her thoughts manifesting as pure quantum data. They're trying to copy what we've achieved, but they're missing the essential truth. The alien vessel launched its attack, reality-warping weapons that should have torn Titan apart at the quantum level. But Olivia's transcendent consciousness saw the patterns within patterns, the quantum mathematics that underpinned existence itself. Titan's form shifted, not just avoiding the attacks but absorbing them, learning from them. Multiple colonial distress calls incoming, Marcus reported from the Sentinel. The invasion fleet, they're attacking everywhere at once. Earth's defenses are overwhelmed. Through her expanded awareness, Olivia could see it all, every battle, every desperate last stand as humanity faced extinction. The aliens' twisted evolution was spreading like a cancer through human space. But she also saw something else, the path to victory, written in quantum fire across the possibilities. Dr. Tanaka, she called, her voice resonating through quantum channels, protocol ascension is complete, but there's one more step, one more evolution. Captain, no, Tanaka's horror was palpable. Your consciousness is barely holding together as it is if we push further. We'll show them what true evolution means, Olivia finished. Initiate final protocol Genesis. As Tanaka's trembling fingers activated the sequence, Titan's quantum core pulsed with impossible power. Olivia felt the last threads of her human consciousness dissolving into something greater. The pain should have been unbearable, but she had evolved beyond such limitations. All forces clear the engagement zone, she broadcast. What comes next, what I'm becoming, it's beyond anything we've imagined. Titan's form began to change, its quantum structure responding to her transcendent will. The machinery that had once merely housed her consciousness became an extension of her evolved existence. They had answered humanity's desperate call with a guardian. Now that guardian was becoming something more, a bridge between what humanity was and what it could become. The alien flagship recognized the threat too late. Its twisted attempt at quantum evolution had created something powerful but fundamentally flawed. As Titan's transformed systems came fully online, Olivia prepared to show them the difference between stolen power and true transcendence. Neural cohesion failing, Tanaka warned. Captain, your consciousness is spreading through quantum space itself. That's the point, Olivia replied, her thoughts now pure energy. They wanted to force evolution. We'll show them what happens when you embrace it. Titan's quantum weapons activated, but they were no longer merely weapons. Each blast carried fragments of Olivia's evolved consciousness, seeding quantum space with new possibilities. The alien ships tried to adapt, their biomechanical forms twisting into new configurations, but they couldn't match what she had become. By all known science, this shouldn't be possible, Tanaka whispered, watching her instruments in awe. The quantum resonance, it's spreading through their entire fleet. The alien flagship launched its final desperate attack, channeling enough power to tear a hole in reality itself. But Olivia saw through the quantum chaos, understanding at last what Project Titan had truly been meant to achieve. Not just a weapon, not just an evolution, but a key to unlock humanity's ultimate potential. This was never about fighting them, she transmitted, her consciousness touching every quantum-capable system in range. It was about showing them a better way. Titan's form dissolved into pure quantum energy, Olivia's transcendent consciousness guiding its transformation. The alien fleet's stolen power turned against itself as her influence spread through their quantum networks. Their forced evolution began to unravel, replaced by something new, something that bridged the gap between organic and machine, between matter and energy, between what was and what could be. Captain, Marcus called from the Sentinel, the alien ships, they're changing. Through her expanded awareness, Olivia guided the transformation. The twisted biomechanical forms of the alien fleet began to shift, their stolen quantum energy resonating with her transcendent consciousness. She wasn't destroying them, she was showing them what true evolution meant. They sent an SOS, she transmitted, her thoughts echoing through quantum space. Humanity answered with a titan, but what we created here, what we've become, it's so much more. The alien flagship's resistance finally broke. Its quantum core, forced to evolve beyond its limits, surrendered to the greater power Olivia represented. The transformation spread like a wave through space, touching every ship, every consciousness, every possibility. In the aftermath, as reality settled into new patterns, Dr. Tanaka stared at her readings in wonder. The quantum signatures, they're stabilizing, but Captain, your consciousness is everywhere, Olivia completed, and nowhere what I am now, what we've become, it's the next step, not just for humanity but for all conscious life. The alien fleet hung silent in space, transformed by their encounter with true transcendence. Through quantum channels came new signals, not threats or challenges but understanding. They had sought evolution through conquest, only to find it through transformation. All forces, Olivia broadcast, her consciousness touching every human ship and station in range, the invasion is over. But our journey, our evolution, is just beginning. Titan's physical form had become a nexus of quantum energy, a bridge between what was and what would be. Humanity had answered a desperate call with their ultimate guardian. That guardian had become something more, a doorway to the next stage of cosmic evolution. They sent an SOS, Olivia's thoughts echoed through quantum space one final time. We answered with more than just a Titan, we answered with the future itself. In the years that followed, the story would be told countless times, how humanity's desperate defense led to a transformation beyond imagination. The aliens who had come as conquerors remained as partners in evolution, their forced advancement replaced by true transcendence. And somewhere in the quantum realm between dimensions, Olivia Winston's consciousness continued to guide and guard, no longer just humanity's protector, but a shepherd for all life seeking to evolve beyond its origins. The SOS had been answered not with destruction, but with transformation, humanity's ultimate answer to the challenges of a universe filled with infinite possibilities.